to the last lecture in this unit. We have previously covered the rational organization, rational work design, and rationalization in contemporary organizations. We have also engaged with the available critiques on these topics, which prompt us to look at alternative perspectives on organization and managing. The social organization builds on the natural perspective on organizations. While the natural system perspective provides a useful critique to the rational organization, it also eliminates an interesting and novel way to understand organizations. The natural system advocates that organizations are, first and foremost, collectivities. The goals are complex since there is differences in stated and real goals, and survival becomes the overriding goal. Thus, from a mean, organization becomes an end. Natural system perspective is more interested in what gets done rather than what is decided or planned. For example, the influence of informal structures on behavior in organizations. The Hawthorne studies inaugurated the Human Relations School in Management. The Hawthorne effect is when the informal organization takes over the formal one, as it happened during the research by Elton Mayo and his colleagues in Western Electrics in USA in the late 1920s. It led to the discovery of social man and the need for the management to harness the power of the group. This complex view of the worker opened new vistas for exploration, including leadership, organizational culture, and workers' personality and motivation. The critique of Hawthorne's studies was manifold. While the research was conducted using the social man perspective, the selective reporting of evidence casted a doubt on the findings and interpretation of the research. The findings of the study de-emphasized the workers' legitimate economic interest by considering it as irrational. Many critics suggested that the findings were the Hawthorne effect at work. That is, the very act of observation changed the behavior of the workers. Finally, Hawthorne's studies aimed at psychological control of workers and employees, a theme to which we will return in Unit 4. One might consider emergence of human resource management or HRM as a distinct field of study as a natural offshoot of human relations schools of management. We will discuss the origin of HRM in detail in Unit 5. For now, we will consider HRM as a radical different philosophy and approach to management of people at work. HRM has two variants, the hard and the soft approach. While the hard approach shows elements of scientific management at work, the soft approach is more inspired by the human relations school. In this unit, we have covered the following topics: Introduction to organization, rational perspective on organization and the critique, and within that we have covered bureaucracy, scientific management, and McDonaldization. Next, we discussed social perspective on organization and its critique. The topic discussed were Hawthorne's study and how HRM is an offshoot of human relations. In the next unit, we will take our discussion on human relations school further and engage with the topic of leadership in organizations.